this one. Just a quick announcement. Goldsmiths is currently under occupation. Goldsmiths is under occupation led by black and Muslim and ethnic minority students. The reason being is because Goldsmiths has been ignoring us for years and years and years and years, and this is what we've had to resort to. It's a last resort. We're not violent, we're peaceful. We have really taken over the space just so we can enforce our demands. And our demands are, one, that we bring all outsourced workers in-house, Goldsmiths. The occupation is taking place in Deptford Town Hall. Now that place was specifically chosen because if you look at Deptford Town Hall, on the outside there are statues. Now these statues are of colonial, imperial and slave masters. And at the top of the statue, at the top of the building, you have a slave ship. Now Goldsmith likes to deny and tell us that that's not what it is. And when you come to Goldsmiths University, you're given a nice little leaflet, fact sheets about Deptford Town Hall. But nowhere does it mention that there's statues of slave masters around it. And we have the evidence to prove that. Now on top of that, Goldsmiths, if they have this sort of statue standing up there solidly and they're not removing it, communicates to us that they celebrate their colonial legacy. Now, if you look at where Deptford Town Hall is located, around it is majority Afro-Caribbean communities. Now, what kind of disrespect is that? That Deptford Town Hall, which is meant to be a community centre for the community, which is majority Afro-Caribbean black, cannot access their own community centre. And on top of that, Goldsmith celebrates their legacy of colonial history. What kind of slap in the face disrespect is that? One of our demands is to open Deptford Town Hall to absolutely everyone, students as well as the community. Community take priority, it's their building. They own the Deptford Town Hall, and it's important that Goldsmiths students, as we pay money to this institution and Goldsmiths owns the building, that we have a say in what this building does and who it is open to. Now, I know many of you have heard stories on campus of disrespect from lecturers and seminar leaders towards BME students. This is our everyday experience in Goldsmiths, and it's not looked at as a hate crime because it's not a one crime thing, it's the everyday reoccurrence for students. Now this occupation started in light of racist attack and abuse towards one of the candidates who was from Pakistan during the student elections. Now Goldsmiths, knowing this, knew this was happening, and the law states that if something of that nature happens during an election, the election should be nullified, shut down completely. Was it shut down? No. Was it shut down? No. Was anyone, charged for it? No. No. Why? It's no surprise. It's a BME crime. No one cares. But you know what's sad and funny? That an email went out just a few weeks ago trying to tackle reverse racism. Come on, Goldsmiths, really? Reverse racism? It does not exist. No, white people are not structurally oppressed. It's not racism. But you don't want to tackle proper hate against BME students and actual racism, but you want to tackle reverse racism? Come on, Goldsmiths. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. So we have a list of demands, and we will not leave the occupation. We sleep there day in, day out. We're not leaving till the demands are met. And I just wanted to quickly invite one of the workers and security staff who work tirelessly to make us safe on campus because they are not given the same rights as other in-house staff. This brother here, I refer to him as my uncle. He is not allowed to even eat in the same canteen as students. Shame on you, Goldsmiths.
Shame on you.
Goldsmiths.
Shame on you.
Goldsmiths.
Shame on you.
Goldsmiths.
Shame on you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm a security staff member. I spent close to 7 years here, and I have my other colleagues who have spent up to 25 years. And we are being denied our basic rights, sick pay, retirement benefits, no access to common canteen, no parking permit for our staff. This is unfair, and that is why we are demanding for our rights, and we're not going to stop until management accede to our request.
Yes, as we said, apologies for disrupting your class, but I think this is something very important. You studied at Goldsmiths, which is called itself a diverse university, which challenge inequality in all forms. But look at here, these workers who are segregated, who are treated in this manner by the university that calls itself one Goldsmith. Is it that fair that they treat people like that in this campus and they call itself a university that challenges inequality in all forms? That's hypocritical of a university to call itself one university when they outsource the workers and they let these outsourcing companies to come and do here whatever they like. The university turned a blind eye and said these workers don't work for us, so it's not our problem. When they are here every day, every night, most of you have seen them coming here, helping you in many ways, but they still treat it in this manner. That's the reason we are here. We are here to end outsourcing for once and for all. And that's what we have to do in order to win these campaigns. We have to disrupt the university, not because we want, because we've been forced to do this. We have written to university, we have told Goldsmiths to bring them in-house. They basically don't care about this, they don't want to engage. So that's why they force the workers to take action. And that's what we've been doing. We've been campaigning, we've been organizing. We distributed 2,500 leaflets just last week with the story of the workers, because university is saying that what we're saying is not true. That what we're saying about the canteen, the car park, the Wi-Fi is not true. And that's why we're shaming the university, because they haven't even asked the workers if this happened to them. They haven't even consulted the workers. It's the same what's happened with racism. It's the same situation. They don't even investigate properly, and because they don't care. These workers are, mostly from black, Asian minorities, and that's one of the reasons they're treating them this manner. And that's why we are campaigning, because this is unfair, and this shouldn't continue happening at Goldsmiths. If Goldsmiths is serious about being a university that challenges inequality, they should start challenging inequality in their own house and cleaning their own mess, which they have allowed to happen for years and for years. We're not going to stop until they bring the workers in-house, and that's why we need the support from the Goldsmiths community. You are a community alongside with the workers, and they need your support. They need your support to end this campaign and to win the campaign. And we hope that we can have your solidarity in order to end this abuse and injustice. Thank you.
While you're thinking about the outsourcing, there's three things to think about in particular. In addition to the daily discriminatory indignities, such as not being allowed to eat in the canteen or use the Wi-Fi or the car park, there's also serious inferior terms and conditions, which has a huge impact on these guys' lives and their families. Sick pay, if they get sick, the first 3 days they're absent because of sickness, they don't get paid anything. After that, they get about £90 a week. The people who work directly for Goldsmiths have enough sick pay so they can afford to get sick and stay home and then come back to work when they're healthy. If you get £90 a week, you have to work sick. You don't have a choice. Pensions, they barely have anything in terms of a pension, minimal contributions from the employer. Directly employed staff at Goldsmiths have a significant contribution, and they can at least look forward to some sort of pension they can live off of. These guys can't. Holidays, they're on the statutory minimum for holidays. Most of these guys are from other countries. If they want to save up their holidays and go home and visit family and friends, significantly harder for them to do compared to directly employed staff who have an additional week or more of holidays. So this is serious stuff. We need your support. Now, thank you for attending today's lecture. Before we leave, I want to give you an opportunity for an extra credit assignment. This is a serious opportunity here. You know, serious marks if you guys do it. An essay, 250 to 500 words, in the form of a strongly worded email to the warden, telling them why this is such an injustice and why you as students want the workers brought back in-house. If you make it sarcastic, you get extra points. Goldsmiths!
Shame on you!
Goldsmiths!
Shame on you!
So, sorry, I might have ended a little bit early. The president of the union here wants to give you an opportunity for our Q&A session. Are there any questions? Okay. Goldsmiths!
Shame on you!